Well, good morning on day 36 in not so sunny Thailand. It's 9:30 and I'm at my hotel. Last night one of the last things I did was I looked at the weather and what it was doing, and the weather was definitely very bad, or the rain very strong over Ranong, where I'd come from yesterday. But that weather has moved northeasterly to be where I am. So it's sitting over Champon at the moment. In fact, I was awake. Sorry, I'm getting wet and I'm undercover. I was woken at about 1 a.m. For my midnight ritual, but also thunder and lightning. I was woken at 2 a.m. by thunder and lightning, and I started to think, maybe I won't be able to ride. And sure enough, the alarm went off at 4:30 and I didn't bounce out of bed, and it's the first day I have not bounced out of bed on the whole trip. Maybe that's because, I just spent an hour or two contemplating what I was going to do today if it was raining. But yeah, I didn't bounce, and in fact when I got out of bed, the legs were a bit sore. But I was still quite determined, and I looked out the window and no. Not only safety first, probably health first, probably mental and physical. Physically, this is quite strong rain. I don't want to get sick, and then also mentally, I want to have a good time, and I've got plenty of spare time to have that good time. And today would be a miserable day out there. I've done it once. It was fun. Yeah, do it twice. So close together when it's not necessary, probably not. When I left that nondescript town on that wet day, really there was nothing to do there, and I wanted to get on to a bigger city, Ranong. Well, Champon is a big city, and I'm 100 metres from probably half a dozen cafes and 200 metres from probably 2 dozen cafes, although the problem's going to be getting to them. So look, I probably brought it on as well by cleaning the bike. That was probably a mistake. But yeah, look, I think I need the break anyway, so hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. It'll probably take a pretty lousy day like this to stop me going on. But the hotel had a vacancy tonight, so I've extended my stay a day. I'm paying top dollar, 28 bucks a day. It's a pretty good room actually, and it's a nice hotel. So look, now that's not the heaviest rain in the world, although 6 hours in it you'd get quite a soaking. But this is actually, it's let up a little bit. It was stronger than this before. It's not torrential, it's just a darn good soaking. And I'm not even sure of the name of this hotel. I do know it, but not off the top of my head. $28, but about 100 metres in that direction is a large modern shopping precinct with eateries and cafes. And about 50 metres in that direction is the start of the funky cafes and eateries. So it's a good spot. So I'm about to head to a cafe and have a coffee. So just inside the lobby here, the restaurant area, the security, make sure you don't eat too much. In fact, that lady inside there with the tray, she's the one that makes sure you don't eat too much. She looked at me strangely when I grabbed 2 bananas. And a nice outdoor area to listen to the rain. I've obviously got a thing about the Thai buses. I guess I could have jumped behind it and stuck my head through the window. Thought that was a little bit beneath me in the morning. Now, for anyone who wonders what it's like to travel without booking a room and just lobbing into any city or town, it's absolutely doable. Obviously more so with the COVID situation, but I think any time. And as I said, 700 baht, 28 Aussie dollars. And I get to leave my bike down here. All the receptions are 24 hours and there's security cameras. I don't love the idea, but in its state yesterday, it was not going in my room, and I wasn't going to ask. Normally it's in my room. And I realised that I have a wet weather jacket that I use for riding, and I'm about to put that on and head out in that stuff that looks like it's getting a little bit heavier. Well, I've moved approximately 45 metres. I'm just looking, it's probably 50 metres at a stretch from the hotel lobby to a really nice cafe. So if anyone thinks, oh gosh, imagine cycling through Thailand, there's probably nowhere to go that's nice and have a coffee. Well, I've got a latte, as is customary. I've got a tea, a little satchel of sugar, which is completely unnecessary. Don't know why they give it to you. On this trip, look, I've always been a sugar fiend. On this trip you kind of take sugar wherever you can get it for energy, which is why it was so surprising yesterday that I just didn't fancy sugar. So I'm going to have this coffee. I don't want to be rude and have them think that I didn't enjoy it, so there's a chance I'll have a second one just to reinforce in their mind that I did enjoy it. And chill, with the rain that is falling and it looks like it'll continue to fall. And here's the reason why. Here's the map, the rain radar, taken just a few minutes ago, and you'll see why Champon is wet. And it's not going anywhere fast. Looking at the tracker, it's basically sitting here, so it'll be like this all day, so I'll be on indoor duties. Could be worse, could be much worse. That's a good coffee. They grow a lot of beans up around Chiang Mai, so it's possible those beans are from Chiang Mai. For want of a better word, a slightly more harsher a taste, but still a good taste. Just not that sort of smoothness, I guess, that we might expect from a cafe in Australia. But it's a good coffee. Tell you what, right about now, if I felt any better, I'd jump on the bike and I'd be off. No concerns about getting hot today. And that's been the good trade the last few days. I haven't been hot on the bike. I've been warm underneath the wet weather gear, but not hot. Sweating, but that's that's just me. Yeah, so it's an interesting trade. Gosh, if I'm not careful, I might have had my last hot day of riding. So yeah, 5 days left of riding. 2 days ride, 200 kilometres to Kirikhan, where I stayed on the way down, and that's a really nice town. Then a 100k ride into Hua Hin, and then it'll be a choice. 3 easy days into Bangkok, the reverse of what I did from Bangkok, where I did 3 easy days, or 2 100 kilometre days from Hua Hin into Bangkok. My only concern with that is the traffic will get quite hectic the closer I get into Bangkok, which will slow me down. Yeah, so I'll decide. But I won't decide that until I get about 50 kilometres out of Hua Hin, which is my way. So just a little tour of what you can expect when you want a coffee in Thailand. Now that's my hotel in the background, 48 metres away. And as you enter, there's a little coffee making area here, and the nice lady that made my coffee. It's fairly plush for an Aussie bicycle tourist to be sitting in. 2 ladies chowing down. The mandatory ice cream fridge. I've been giving them a workout. Some snacks. There's my jacket drying. You don't get that wet in 48 metres. And then it comes into another dining area. This is a coffee shop. And I'm probably going to pay $2 for my coffee. And they've even got some plonk. So usually the mandatory pen folds. No Orlando, no pen folds. Well, I don't have my glasses on, so you're going to have to tell me where that's from. And again, someone's going to have to tell me how much that is. I'm guessing not much. And there's the boss, just making sure everything's running right. And that clock's about 5 minutes slow. I better fix that.